The probability model to the right shows the distribution of the number of rooms and housing units in the United States. Part A, verify that this is a probability model. Remember that in order to be a probability model, we have two rules that need to be satisfied. The first rule is that all of the probabilities must be between 0 and 1. The second rule is that all of the probabilities must add up to 1. All of the probabilities are between 0 and 1, so rule 1 is satisfied. If we add up all of the probabilities, we get 1, so rule 2 is also satisfied. So because both of these rules are satisfied, this is a probability model. Part B, what is the probability a randomly selected housing unit has 2 or 3 rooms? The two events are having 2 rooms and having 3 rooms. First, we need to determine whether the events having 2 or 3 rooms are mutually exclusive. Is it possible for a housing unit to have both 2 and 3 rooms in the house at the same time? That is not possible, so the events are mutually exclusive. So because the events are mutually exclusive, and we're trying to find the probability of having 2 or 3 rooms, that means that we can just add the probabilities. So we have the probability of having 2 or 3 rooms. This is equal to the probability of 2 rooms plus the probability of having 3 rooms. The probability of a unit having 2 rooms is 0.032. And the probability of having 3 rooms is 0.093. So now we add the two probabilities and we get 0.125. Part C, what is the probability a randomly selected housing unit has 1 or 2 or 3 rooms? First, we need to determine whether the events are mutually exclusive. Is it possible for a unit to have 1 and 2 and 3 rooms? No. The housing unit will either have one or the other, so these events are mutually exclusive. So because the events are mutually exclusive, we can go ahead and add the probabilities. So we want to find the probability of having 1 or 2 or 3 rooms. So we can just add the probability of 1 room plus the probability of having 2 rooms plus the probability of having 3 rooms. The probability of having 1 room is 0.010. The probability of having 2 rooms is 0.032. The probability of having 3 rooms is 0.093. Now we add the probabilities and we get 0.135.